Hello, all. Thank you for joining us again on the Almost Brothers podcast. Hey, will you do us a favor? If this podcast has meant something to you and encouraged you, will you consider becoming a monthly supporter? You could do $3, $5, $8, or $10 a month. What this does is this helps financially support the podcast so that we can continue to put out content and help better serve you. So if you would, down in the show notes, you can click the link, support, and become a monthly member. We love you. New episode coming your way.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Almost Brothers podcast. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to us knuckleheads talk to you and just nonsense. Super excited about it. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about that love language. Don't make me sing it, because I will, and you ain't going to like it. Coming up. I can't remember. Right. See, I got to start from the beginning. It's like one of those songs you got to kind of start from the beginning.
L
It is for the way. Yeah, there you go.
Only one.
That's it. That's what the O was. Yeah.
What's the V for?
This is very, very extraordinary. He is even more than anyone that you adore. And I don't know.
Okay,
the rest of it.
who is that?
I have no
Frank
idea.
Sinatra?
No clue.
It's got to be around one of the rap bands.
Missy, do you know? You used to tap dance to it.
No, I have no idea who it is.
Yeah, I have no clue.
But you actually nailed it. I mean, if you've never heard the song, you should look it up.
It's right on it.
That was pretty much it.
Ba-boom.
How do you know it?
I think Little Rascals.
Yes. It's
It was on
movie.
Little Rascals. That's
It's a movie.
Yes. You knew the answer to that. It was off a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good.
It's the beginning of what is going to be an awesome week. I'm so excited about this
A
weekend.
lot going on this week.
Yes. Jeremiah, you got to conduct an interview today.
I did. Thank you for that.
Man, it was awesome.
You totally caught me off guard with that, like always.
You're welcome.
He said, would you like to come help me do an interview? And I said, okay. And he said, you're going to be on camera. I'm like, all right. So I showed up and he's just standing there with the camera and me and Chad are standing there and I'm like, this is it, me giving the interview? And he's like, absolutely, I told you. And I'm like, not exactly, but we did it. We ran it and it was good.
It was
really
very
cool
good.
talking to him, man. He's got a good story, I'm pulling for him. Good luck this weekend, Chad.
Oh man. I don't know. What is it? Let her ride? I don't know. What do they say for race cars?
Yeah, sure.
Get her done? I don't know.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
There's our NASCAR fan right here.
You really like NASCAR?
I love NASCAR.
Oh.
Who's your favorite driver of all
Well,
time?
he doesn't. Well, Carl Edwards is who I cheered for.
Okay.
Yes. But my family, my grandma is a big Dale Earnhardt fan,
Yeah.
senior. So
Okay.
that's who I grew up watching.
Right.
Carl Edwards.
Mine's Ricky Bobby.
I knew. I knew. Yes.
If you ain't first, you last.
That's right. Best thing NASCAR's ever done right there. Produce that movie. Oh, that's funny. I would dabble in watching it a little bit, but then I'd fall asleep and that'd be the end of that.
The
It's
highlight.
great for sleeping. You watch the green flag, see a few laps, then fall asleep in a recliner, wake up about the end of the race.
See, that's the only
Love it.
thing that I like. Last 10
I do the
laps,
same thing
that's
with
all I wanna
baseball
do.
games.
No, see, hey, you watch your mouth. You watch your mouth.
Okay.
Okay. Which I don't know about right now because I haven't
Yeah.
been watching sports, but I love me some baseball. Sitting down and watching some
Baseball
baseball.
does not keep me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, man, I love it. Love it. It might be my favorite sport to watch, like on TV. I like watching basketball in person a lot better because
Yeah.
there's constantly stuff going on, but baseball.
I like watching football and golf. I love watching golf.
See, really?
I can
Nope.
sleep to some
See.
golf.
No.
I guess none of the things I watch are really about the watching. It's about
Yeah,
the sleeping.
right. Just napping.
It's
I
just
could
that-
sleep to all of it.
It's like that Sunday afternoon, it's like it's nice outside, but it's like nicer inside.
And golf
And
is
some golf
just
on.
golf
Yeah.
on the TV.
And they're talking real quietly for you, not to wake you up from your nap.
You're right.
And they never ever are like, oh, did you see that shot? You know, so it's just like, you don't have.
I wonder how they do that, like how they really.
I don't know. I could never do it because I'd be like, yes, you know, like hold it back.
What a shot! Just like really, really hold
Oh,
it.
did you see that, Michael?
Yeah.
Did you see that shot?
That was good. Moving on to the next round. Like what?
No.
Like no,
Cool.
gotta be excited.
That's why I liked Happy Gilmore.
She don't need to watch any of that because she just falls asleep.
Yeah.
Just nothing. Just like, yep, I'm real tired. I know it's 6:30, but
I used to watch basketball with you.
yeah, that's true. We got booed like hardcore. We went to a Grizzlies game.
In your
Grizzlies
Celtics
versus
gear,
the
probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
just
And it was me. I got booed.
Oh.
Nobody else in the group
Yeah.
we went with.
it was.
Me. I don't know why.
Like, I don't even like
And it was like two 12-year-olds. So it's like, shut up, you
Yeah.
little brats. Your parents don't even love you.
I was carrying a drink and like I don't know what I was carrying, like a bag and a drink. And I was like, oh, I want to throw this drink on you so bad. I didn't.
Just like stared him down the whole way. It's like, I mean, and just two thumbs down.
In my
just,
face. Like,
like,
boo.
you're adopted. Like,
I should have said that.
oh my goodness, like little turds.
Oh,
But it was fun though, and Celtics won, so
Yeah.
there's that. So take that, you little 12-year-olds that are probably like 25 now, in your face.
Yeah, it was about 10 years ago.
But yeah, on today's episode, another brilliant. I'm not gonna say Jeremiah because it wasn't his idea. Missy, good job choosing the topic today.
It was his idea, though. I'm
I was
sorry.
going to give you this one.
Sorry, I can't lie.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm a
I-
truthful person.
I'm a little bit nervous about this one because I feel like it's going to be a good conversation and it's a great topic, but I have a feeling that she's going to ask me to re-listen to this podcast. She's going to remind me of things that I've said on this podcast,
Yeah.
and she's going to hold me to some of the things that come out of my mouth today. So it's a little bit intimidating, a little scary, but
Yeah.
I think it'll be good.
Well, that's all right. You don't believe there is love languages.
I think that book, Chapman.
Yeah? Well, go ahead.
He came up with a deal there, didn't he?
Winner.
Yeah.
You go ahead and start us out then.
Oh no, I mean it's all about the love languages, you know, and I don't know. I just think it's a way of tricking somebody into getting what you want and making it okay to be the way you
Wait,
are.
hold up. Pause, time out. I don't know what the book is.
You've never read the book?
I've heard of it,
Oh.
but I've never, I don't know.
Well, it's good.
No.
I mean, in a nutshell, it's kind of like
Fill
you
me
have to
in.
treat me this way and you have to do this for me because that's my love language.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's not how it goes.
Okay,
Okay.
Did you even
fill
read the
us.
book?
I didn't read the book.
Look at the back of it.
I thought you were going to explain the
Right.
different
Nah,
ones.
he was being snotty
No,
about it.
I'm sorry. I've never read the book. I tried.
It talks about like there's 5 love languages that
Yeah.
each of us have. It could be acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch, gifts, and what was I can't remember the last one.
Mm,
We should have looked this up before.
I should have looked it up.
Is it bad that I'm probably all of them? I mean, I don't know broken down in the
Right.
book, but am I?
What's the fifth
I don't know.
I'll
That's
find out.
bugging
Kind
me.
of. I guess. You're okay. Yeah, I haven't read the book either. I just I kind of heard of it and
Right.
stuff like that. But I know for me what I thought, it meant was kind of that kind of the way you talk to one another. It's different than the way you talk to to other people. Like I'll talk to her a certain way that I won't talk to anybody else, and kind of we have our own way of talking to each other and stuff like
Right.
that. So yeah, y'all break it down to us then.
All right, so I missed one, and I can't believe I missed it because it's one of
Well, like the easiest one.
well, it's one of mine. So kind of funny. It's acts of service, acts of affirmation, like encouragement, quality time, gifts, and physical touch. And the purpose of the book, what he wrote, is saying that each of us have our own love language, like a top one, and then some that may be close to it, that how we feel loved. And whenever we give love, we give in that language that we are.
Right.
And so our spouse, our partner, our children may be a totally different love language
yourself.
than ourselves. And so we think we're giving all this love to them and the way that we would feel love, and they're not even feeling it at
Yeah.
all. They're like, big deal.
Yeah.
And so the book is talking about how we should find out what the love language is of, all those people that are close to us and give in their love language.
Yeah.
And it's selfless. It's
That's good.
out of love that we do that. It's not to get your way or whatever he said.
This is how I am. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's being selfless in love.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
I was kind of, joking about it, but I sometimes feel like it's a way of manipulating someone into doing what you want. You know,
Right.
it's like, hey, my love language is gifts, so buy me this.
So I'm gonna need them gifts.
I'm gonna need them shoes.
Yeah.
If someone is doing that, I'd question their love, though.
Right. Okay.
That's good. Yeah. And I'm guessing you could be more than one.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of love language. That's good. Yeah.
I'm
you
like,
kinda
Jamie,
be-
I'm all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all.
But
Please buy
not-
me gifts.
Not all of them all at once, though.
Oh, for sure.
It's
As you're spending quality time with me, give me gifts, give
yeah.
me encouragement, and do something kind to me, and give me a hug.
Yeah, and I need a hug. Yeah, you got to throw that.
that's a workload.
I love when I love the word love is just gonna be all smeared all over this one, but I love when a lot of people get together that are huggers and it's fun to watch that. It's just an awkward hug fest and love fest, and it's like, okay, y'all, this is getting a little weird now, like because I don't know about y'all, but do you sometimes get in the hug and you don't know? It's like, okay, when do I break? Like, do I? Like, it's like, and it's awkward when you let go and they don't let go. So you're like, okay, wait, okay, hold up. Like, wait, what have we? It's kind of like a high five or a shake
Or
or
the
a,
dab or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're
like-
just kind of caught in the middle.
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What do we?
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Then you have them people that just don't want to hug at all
Yeah.
or acknowledge anything.
Right.
Man, that's the hardest
Yeah.
thing too, when you just get stopped at the just right. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
Yeah.
well,
I can tell when I'm coming in for a hug, and I can tell when someone's eyes are like, this is going to be awkward. I know you're not a hugger.
Right. I have a really good friend, Corey Demian, and he is not a hugger. And so that makes me just want to hug him
Yeah.
even more. Like every time I see him, I'm like, bring it in, buddy. And it's awkward.
those are the fun ones.
Yeah. I think he really enjoys it. He just likes to pretend not to. You know what I mean?
That's
I think that's how most people aren't huggers are.
one of those. Yeah. So do you hold them? Do you really lock it in and just hold?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
gotta
cheek
hold
to
on to-
cheek to cheek.
Oh, yeah, just
face
super-
press area.
Yeah, just super awkward. Yeah. And we kind of hit on this the other night. Me and Richard and Jamie was kind of in there while we were talking about it. We were just talking about how especially with youth now is our society has gotten so lost along its way that like hugging and things like that have really become like you have to really be careful with that. So it's harder for those kids that is their love language. It's hard to show them love and affection in that way because you've really got to watch it, you know, because it can get twisted so quickly. And we kind of talked about that with being able to message youth and stuff like that. It's like it makes it so hard because where do you toe that line at stuff like that? It's like, some kids, and it's like, it makes it so much more awkward for them when they come in to give you a hug and you're kind of awkward in it, or they message you and then you've got to find a way to message them back without, just you message them back, or you don't know, like, do I make this a group chat?
Yeah.
Like, how do I do this? Because maybe it's something personal that they don't want to share with everybody. So it's, how do y'all think navigating that? And because like I said, in society, the way it is now, you could just go to hug somebody and they'll look at, oh my gosh, look what he's doing. It's like, how do you navigate that? It's so hard.
Missy.
Okay, well, I don't know if I'm the best in this because I'm a little extreme. In that, I really it's something that I struggle with that because you can have a male and a female hug each other and it could be blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
And so I tend to try not to or side hug or something like that just because it's an awkward thing and you want to be above reproach. And then when I was in the ministry, I never was alone with another male.
Yeah.
Made it a point that if I had a meeting or something like that, because I did drama ministry and a guy was there, my girls were there, or somebody else because of that. I feel like you need to have boundaries and and things like that. And then with messaging, I would always include someone else in the message.
Yeah.
Just because, especially with youth, and you're just talking about vulnerable stuff, it's up for disaster. I mean, really easily. So.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we were talking about. It's like, man, that's like, say, like, what do you do if you're in a room and then that youth walks? Like, do you run out? Like, what do you? It's like, no, you can't be in here. Like, it's so hard, and that is something that even when we had Chelsea up here, I wanted to have Bubby in the room, so she felt comfortable.
Right.
And it's just such a hard thing to navigate and to be able to do. And like I said, if a youth comes to you and they're struggling at home, like their parents are abusive and they don't just want everybody to know. It's like,
right.
How do I message this youth, or how do I talk to this youth and let them know that it's okay and that I'm here for them, but include someone else in that, maybe they don't trust as much or don't.
Right. That's what's difficult, is where you're lucky in that you have Jamie, so where you could just add in Jamie on the conversation, because surely if they're comfortable with you, they're going to be comfortable with her as well, that you can add in. And then with the whole, if someone comes in at church, I mean, that's hard, what I did, and I don't know if it's the right thing, is go to a very open, say, okay, let's go over here to an open room that anybody walking in can see, or give them a job to do way over there. And I mean, it sounds like we're being so weird, I guess, really, that the outside world doesn't understand that. But it's out of protection, And I went probably extreme on that. So I don't know if I'm the best one to talk about
sometimes
it.
you
have to be.
You really do.
Because here's the thing. Sorry. I grew up in a church that the pastor was one pastor had a sexual immorality, they said. And then years later, come to find out, she lied. Ruined his ministry. But he didn't have the steps in there, or the protection in there, those boundaries, to where they could prove anything back then.
Yeah.
But then later on, she comes back and said, yeah, I made that whole thing up. I just wanted the attention, blah, blah, blah. And so what's really important is to make sure you have boundaries. Yeah. And it's not, it is so important. I mean, you got to go extreme on most. I mean,
the nice part about like the church here, you have to really search for an area that's not on camera.
That's
You know what I mean? And those areas. So it's like, you always just stay in those areas, stay where you can be held accountable, where you don't have to explain something, you know what I mean? And that's just being safe. You know what I mean? It's not saying that, anybody would even do anything like that. It's just, like she said, you can have somebody accuse you of something that's just wanting attention, or maybe you offended them in some way and they're just trying to get back. And if without those protections, that the steps you've taken to protect yourself, then you're really at risk.
Oh yeah, and that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, having cameras everywhere is something that's
a good
helpful.
boundary, to have up, for sure. And again, for me, I mean, I was married to someone that cheated on me, even though we had boundaries, or so I thought, set up. It's just a protection. Like I said, it's not that you don't trust people or anything like that. It's just, you got to talk. People talk about, anything if they see something or. Well,
you and I have kind of agreed since day one that you're going to minister with the females and I minister with the males, and that's just the way it's got to be. If somebody approaches me and says, "Hey, I've got this niece or this cousin or whatever, and she really needs somebody to talk to," I send them straight to my wife. Yeah. I don't do any, especially if they're in a place where they're hurting or down or whatever. I do not want to be the one to kind of encourage them or speak life into them at that point, because they're going to automatically kind of gravitate towards somebody who is giving them that attention and stuff. So, I mean, it's just very cut and dry. Here's my wife's number. Talk to my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I know, what was I going to say? Another one. Oh, talking about encouragement, man. I think that's one that gets overlooked so quickly and so easily, is just those few words of encouragement. I think that, I know, especially with Jamie and with my mom, is they don't look at that as a strong trait as much as they should, is just being encouraging and kind of pushing people into what God has for them, and really being behind them. And sometimes she doesn't say it in the nicest of ways, but but it really does. It's what I couldn't be to where I am now without her and without my mother's kind of pushing forward and metaphorically slap on the back of the head when I'm not doing what I should be doing. So, and I know Missy's the same for you, you know, pushing you, because I know for the longest time, you know, it was very evident just looking at y'all's life that she was the more experienced Christian, you know, the one that had it together and that had the you know, the stronger prayer life and blah blah blah, and it really seems that she has pushed you into, you know, just listening to you as you know, I first met you, and where you are now, it's like, man, you could see this growth, and I know that she has a lot to do with that.
Right. Yeah, she's always been really, really good at encouraging me and asking me to do the same, because it's back to the whole love language thing. That's her love language. That's what she wants from me, is to encourage her. And I'm not always the best encourager. You know, I don't think about it. You know, she is very good at always making sure that anything I do, she is promoting it, and she is in my corner. And then to me, it slips my mind.
Yeah.
And so we almost have a joke about it now where she's like, nice things, you know, say nice things. And so I like get in her ear and I'm like, nice things. You know, I mean,
It's gotten to the point where it's just a joke.
yeah, now she's like, when I say something nice, she's just like, shut up. But, like it, you know, because I actually, it's like, I felt like if you were telling me to do it, then I don't mean it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, I can say the words, but if you're encouraging me to say encouraging things, then it's probably not, you know, it need to be from a place where it originated within me. Like I see something and I am proud of her and I encourage her, or if I see her struggling somewhere, then I take it upon myself to encourage her and lift her up, which I do at times, but she needs that a lot, you know, and I think we all do, you know, I'm not sitting here saying she needs it more than anybody else. I think we all need encouraging.
Absolutely. So what do you do? Which, you know, you said she really, you know, that's her love language. I know my wife doesn't take that very good. Like I'll encourage her, or I'll give her these words, and she's like, whatever, you're just trying to get some. And I'm like,
Don't say that on here.
I'm just saying, what?
Oh, wow.
Can you edit that out?
No. I thought this was the
Trust circle with other people listening.
Yeah, all around the world.
Hey, that's fine. This is real. This is a real show. We're talking about some
Oh,
stuff.
man.
I don't just say that. I say
No,
thanks, babe.
not all the time, but you know, there's times where, you know, where I you know, babe, like, you look amazing today, or blah blah blah, and she's like, oh, whatever. Like, I'm just saying.
Well,
like, what are
for
you sucking
me,
up for?
it's hard to be the encourager and receive encouragement because I never got it. So I don't know how to deal with it. Or I don't know. Like, for me, it's like awkward. Like, well, nobody else has ever said that. And it's like, well, you're my husband. So it almost like, thanks, babe.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, all right, well.
But
So what is your love language then? If it's not words of encouragement, what would be the top of the list to you?
I mean, I don't know. What's the others? What's acts of service?
Acts of service, like if he was to do something for you,
Oh, definitely.
like around the house.
Oh,
girl,
yes.
I know.
Oh, Jesus.
I wish they could see the look on your face right now.
Did I hit a button? No. I about fell out my chair.
Think we figured it out.
So acts of service, tell me more.
Anything. Mop the floor. I just had to buy your mom to mop our floor sometime this week because I don't want to do it.
Look, okay.
I had to like buy 2K21 for my son because he helped me clean this weekend.
This is so.
I understand you. Honestly,
We're derailed.
Where did this
We've
show go?
we've
Let's get
derailed.
back. Hold on. Why are we on?
Hey, no, that's her love language.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what. Yeah. I mean, I like gifts too. You clean the house and then put like a present, but to him, like to give me a gift. I don't know. Like I'll be like, yeah, babe, I really like these shoes, or like a day by myself. He's like, here's this phone charger I bought you. And I'm like, thanks, babe. It's the
Poor
the
Michael,
thought.
man.
Just like,
No, it is.
but
I love you, buddy.
Thank you. I love you too. Now, see,
I
now,
thought we were in the circle of trust. What happened?
I got you.
this is my nightmare.
I think he's starting to understand you on that.
Okay,
opening.
see, here's the real story. After all
Oh,
this
okay.
just garbage, she'll say, "Well, babe, I really like these shoes," while tripping over her 16 pairs of shoes. And then she'll come home and go, "Hey, I need to use your charger because my phone's dead." So the
Yeah,
next
but
day,
that's not
I will buy
fun.
her a charger so her phone will no longer be dead, as opposed to buying her another pair of shoes. It's still a gift. Am I crazy here?
It's
It's
boring.
a gift that's going to be used more often than those shoes that you
I don't want it though.
That sounds like a you problem. Like I'm so I don't.
But a charger is kind of a necessity. It's like saying that food is a gift, you know? It doesn't
Yeah.
count.
I mean, compared to, if you go ask a person starving,
Would you rather have
is
would you
food
rather have a
gift?
charger or a pair of shoes?
Right. Well, he'd probably have a charger because he
Yes.
is like
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Yes.
But this is where
Like,
it gets difficult
text.
because our love language is different than their love language.
Well,
I
apparently,
give her
we're-
something she can use and useful. You know what I mean?
Are you?
Like-
Apparently, she's Japanese because I'm speaking the wrong language. Then I don't.
I feel like that all the time.
Yes.
stop.
Okay. Okay. So there's a clear line here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. What would yours be?
What my love language?
Let me guess.
Okay.
I would say services, but it would go way dirty. Like,
Yeah, we got to keep this.
Yeah.
For sure. We gotta-
you said it first. I didn't.
that trust circle. Yeah.
Probably not gifts. I don't know. I buy you things.
Yeah, but no, I usually get, if I want something, I usually get it myself.
I bought him.
Don't worry about all that.
Yeah. I don't know. What's the other ones?
Doing acts of service, which you already said, physical touch,
Yeah.
quality time.
Both of those can just mix
Yeah.
those together. Just
He
blend
loves-
those together. And no,
Both.
just no.
Physical touch and quality time.
Yeah.
So cuddling and watching a movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That I can't. Nope. It's not in the cards. Not gonna
What?
happen.
Why not?
Yeah. Because
These kids.
there's one right back here, and the other one is at home. Not gonna happen. If we get within 6 inches of each other, nope. Here they come.
Yeah.
Like she'll walk in, Sissy will walk in and see us just even getting ready to snuggle up. She'll run back in your hair. They're loving each other, and there they both
Yeah.
come. And get
Yeah.
right in the middle.
No.
We have to send them off to Jules to even watch a movie.
And in here, okay, let me roll my sleeves up. Hold up. So here's where it's gonna get real. Anytime we do that, we do a date night or we do this or we do that. This guy right here is the one planning it. I'm getting everything together. I'm buying the rose. I'm doing all these things. And hey, we're gonna go on a date night. When
I'm not. You're the guy.
what does that have to do with it?
Well, I don't.
That is sexist.
That's so 1980s.
What year is it?
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know sometimes I don't know your schedule.
Okay.
They'd be like, no, we're doing this tonight, or no, I have this planned.
I'm like, man, why don't you schedule a date night, man? Just get the kids somewhere. Like she'll come home and I'll have stuff like, hey, kids are going to mom's house. Got us dinner ready. No, brother can't get that.
But you like the surprise, like you like the maybe like, oh.
Right. Keep telling yourself
You
that.
do.
Right. But you like to do that.
You know, he'll be like, oh well.
Babe, this is my language. Let me have my own language. Stop trying to steal my language.
Okay, I'm gonna plan something. Just wait.
Okay.
This to be continued.
Oh, okay.
I love
I want to hear about this next week.
Ooh, yes. Yeah. Well,
Now
yeah.
you mop the floor and
Oh,
get her
yeah.
a gift.
Yeah, it'll be us all day at Hobby Lobby.
And,
Oh.
great. Oh, God, help me. This is my nightmare.
I think
This
maybe
is-
we need to read the book.
Oh,
I
my
need to read the book.
oh gosh. But do you ever feel that sometimes that you do those things that are their love language and it goes unseen?
Yes. Yes.
Same. Like with the mopping of the floor or it's like, okay, I'm going to start like posting this on the, like, I vacuumed today. Like, I'm like, babe, how do you think clothes got done during the week? I vacuumed the floor. I've cleaned the counters. I've swept and mopped,
Don't
but
lie.
I don't.
You're gonna get.
No, this is the God's honest truth.
Right.
But then
it's dirty.
It won't. You know, nothing will be said about it. She doesn't. I mean, I don't say she doesn't notice it, but I guess it just doesn't think about it. You don't go and double check everything every day. So I'm like, I do. Oh my gosh. So it's like, she's like, you can help me clean. I'm like, I've cleaned all week. This is true.
Right.
Lord help you. We need to get this book.
I think we need to read the book and then do this again.
Yeah. And y'all two, get going. Come on. Y'all two say something. Get off of us for a second.
Yeah.
Wait, what's
We're newlyweds.
Yeah.
Like two UFC
We love
fighters.
each other.
yeah.
We're communicating through the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hand signals there.
All right. Bring it on.
What?
I'm ready. Whatever you
I
have
know,
to
I know.
say.
Wait, what's
I don't want to
what's
fight.
yours?
I don't want to fight.
This is our daily.
Mine is quality time. It's been weird. See, I thought before we got married, it was quality time and words of affirmation with acts of service kind of towards the bottom. But I'm learning that I like physical touch, quality time, and words of affirmation instead, which threw me for a loop because I was not expecting that.
She didn't know how good of a cuddler I was.
He's a terrible cuddler.
Yeah.
Have you
so
seen
good.
him?
I think that's why she likes it.
I think so. I like to
It's like,
annoy the tar out of
anytime
him.
you're like, no, let's not do that. And she's like, oh, I want to do that even more now. You know?
So does it just bug you?
What?
Like cuddling?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just a hot-natured person.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like I'm
get
always
off
hot.
me.
And I'm just like a couple minutes of it is nice, you know, and then I'm just like, all right, now go away.
Yeah.
You know, it's
He
just
turns his back.
I,
Yeah. It's just like, oh, see.
man, it was a lot more comfortable in here when y'all were talking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Over there laughing, just having a grand
Oh,
old
yeah.
time.
No, I'm kidding. But he does, like, because we've had this conversation about the 5 love languages and we went through it and stuff like that. But I'm teasing him, but he does. Like, he will make a conscious effort, and I know he's trying.
Yeah.
Like, with the cuddling, because I've been big on, like, I get mad if we go to bed and there's not been cuddles. I mean, I've been
Cuddle
like,
me.
come on,
Yeah.
you got to cuddle me. Like,
She'll
attention
be
me
like,
is what I'll say.
are you going to sleep? I'm like, no, absolutely not.
Sleep.
Did you just turn your
No.
back on me?
I was
Didn't
like,
even cross my mind.
Like I was thinking about it, and I just hear a door slam. You know, is the shower running?
But no, he does do well. Like he'll give me at least a few minutes.
I think the bottom line to all this is just knowing what your partner likes
Yeah.
or what they
Yeah.
respond to or what makes them happy or what makes them feel loved
Yeah.
and trying to do that, because it's probably not ever going to be the same thing for each of you. You know,
Yeah.
what's important to you is probably not as important. Like the gift things, you know, I love it when
Yeah.
she lets me buy stuff or whatever, you know, buys
Lets
me, you know, like I love the gift
That's
things.
his
I love
He
the
loves
gifts. You know, I
gifts.
love the gifts. She's like, I just bought you this hoodie. I'm like, I love you, you know? And so, I mean, and in return, I think that's what she wants. So I'll buy her stuff. You know, I got her a bunch of shoes, stuff like that. And she's like, oh, I love them, you know? And it's not you can tell it's not a huge deal to her because that's not what she's wanting from
Yeah.
me, you know?
Yeah.
Because, and I think a lot of times it's easier to just do that kind of thing
Yeah.
because it doesn't require anything of me as far as my time and my attention and me being there. You know what I mean? Sometimes I as a guy, I don't want to do some of that stuff.
Right.
I'm just be honest.
Yeah.
It doesn't come natural, you know, really like second nature to me to be attentive and nurturing and caring and all that stuff. I am a caring person, but it's just sometimes it's tough, you know? And
you do good though, buddy.
I mean, I try a little bit.
You do. You
A
do
little
good.
bit.
You do good. I
But it's just
want someone to be like me. And that's the biggest thing is sometimes we
if I
want
was like
someone
you,
to.
you would kill me.
Do tell me more about this.
Continue.
Do you guys want to hear more?
I think that's what we are. We feel like that's what we want is somebody who's like
Yeah.
us. But if we had somebody like us, we would kill it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, I know
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I don't think I'd
It's
do
like
well.
the opposites attract.
Yeah,
Like,
it's.
that's-
I don't think I need somebody built exactly
Yeah.
like I am. It
Yeah.
would be awful.
And that's
Oh, yeah.
the same with like him.
It's
Like mine's not. Sorry, mine's. I mean, his is actually like physical touch. Like he wants to snuggle. He wants, to like love on me. And if I was like that, I don't know. It would. I mean, you probably want it, but I'm just like, all right.
yeah,
like
it's
he wants
good
to
that-
hold hands, and I'm just
Right.
like, all
Oh
right.
man. Wasn't that the greatest thing? Like when
Yeah.
you're a teenager, like, nah, it doesn't happen.
It can't.
And
Yeah.
But I think we're created like that because where one of us is weak, the other one is strong.
Yeah.
And so that's what makes us one flesh, like it talks about in the Bible, where the two become one, because if we shared strengths, then it would almost be a little bit of a battle, and so where she has got some weaknesses, that's where I'm strong. And then where I'm weak, she is strong. And that's what makes us compatible. And that's what makes us get what makes it work, I think.
It pushes us to be better, the better version
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
Because like one specific thing that we're way off on is I get upset over big things when things aren't going well, like, and my faith is not strong. He is like even keeled, like so strong. And he pushes me. Sometimes it drives me crazy because I'm like, why aren't you feeling this? Like, this is bad. We're in negative 200 in our account. And he's like, no big deal,
Yeah.
I mean, it is a big deal to him, but you know what I mean? He's just like, God will provide.
Yeah.
But then little things, like something's going on with his phone and he's not able to download an app and it's like fireworks. And I'm like, big deal.
Right.
It's not a big deal. But we need it like that because if both of us were struggling in the big things, our faith would
Yeah.
be weak.
Yep.
Or in the small things or whatever. But because we balance each other, it works.
Yep.
And so love it's a choice every day. Even when like he's driving me crazy, he's not loving me the way that I think he needs to love me. I'm going to love him through it and he's going to love me through it. And it's that's what marriage is about. It's being there to push each other to be a better version of us and then loving when we can be so unlovable because we're going to be the worst person to our spouse
Yep.
because we love them the most and we know they will accept it.
Yeah.
They will take it. And so, I mean, it's just learning each other and oh boy, we've only been married for a year and a few months, but, I'm learning him. I don't know though yet what his love language is other than gifts. I need to know this information.
gifts.
It's not communication. That's for sure.
Because I will encourage
is
him
he-
and encourage him, and he's like, "Oh, big deal."
Is there a love language that says I get to like just go hunting and fishing more? That
Quality
would be
time
it.
by yourself.
Quality alone time.
There
you go.
Is that Chapman? Is that in your book?
No, it's not.
Sounds like he just made it like really like complicated. Just like you learn each other and learn
Yeah,
what you like and
basically.
what you don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you said, I think that's the beautiful thing is that, you're constantly learning about your spouse. We've been married going on 15 years. So you think that you have it all together and their ins and outs and, everything about them. And it's like you learn new things, like what they like, what they don't like. And so I love, Christmas time. Anybody that knows me, it's my biggest time of the year. I love it. And I love getting that perfect gift that they didn't ask for at Christmas time that she mentioned, 6 months ago and that she didn't know I was listening to her. And I try to get that thing and it really surprises her. But it's like every day you learn something new and exciting and annoying.
I heard somewhere, and I don't know where it is, and I don't know if I've got the years right, but it's like every 7 years you fall in love with a different version of your spouse. Like we're changing, we're
Yeah.
evolving. I'm not the same person I was when we first started talking. You know, I'm a different person. And so in essence, we're learning to love somebody different every like 7 years. There's someone else that comes up.
Or more
You know.
frequently sometimes.
All right. I've done a lot of changing,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Kind of like your taste buds and
I guess so.
your taste buds change every 7 years.
Maybe that's
Oh,
really what
yes.
the quote
Thank you.
was, and I thought it was a different person. It was
Oh my
taste
gosh.
buds.
Person,
Never mind.
taste buds.
You know, whatever. It
Same,
works.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all works. But yeah, that's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing learning about your spouse, and I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to talk about it because it's something that you don't hear this kind of conversation. You know, it's people put on a front and they act like they got it all together, and I just love everything about my wife or husband. It's like, no,
No, you don't.
no, you do not. Stop it. Stop it.
things.
You do not, man.
Nice things.
But it's like you can't because you can't love every single thing about somebody. You just can't. There's got to be things that get on your nerves, things that that
And you can't even love everything about yourself.
exactly.
Let alone
Yeah.
another person.
It's like because if so, it's like you have no more growing to do. It's like okay, well, here we are. Like I love everything about you. Like no, sometimes you make me just want to jump off of a roof.
Yeah, back at you.
But it's like it really is like every week I'll catch myself just looking at her and watch her do the most mundane thing and just like, God, I love this woman. Oh my God.
Watch
It's
me
like,
snore and
oh my goodness.
and
It's like,
drool.
and sometimes it's those annoying things that make me go, man, I love this woman. Because if I didn't, I just would just go over there and accidentally elbow her right in the jaw.
That's what he really wants to do. Clearly.
But it really is. It's those things are like I watch her playing with the kids. I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Mine is usually he will say stuff when I'm cleaning. Like,
Yeah.
I was getting ready
Oh.
to say the other day when you were cleaning the bathroom, I was so in love with you.
Thank you for cleaning that bathroom.
It wasn't even our bathroom. It was the kids' bathroom.
No,
Yeah.
even better.
That is
Ugh.
some more gross stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Which I think that'd be a good. The next episode that we all do together is learning your kids' love language, and we could talk about that and how to navigate that jungle.
Yeah, that's hard.
Oh my gosh!
Yes.
Because I know Bubby and Sissy, they both love the snuggling, and Lee is not about it.
Yeah.
Not about it at
Hers
all.
is probably gifts.
Abs 100%.
Ben's is definitely cuddles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
Really?
Right.
No.
Oh, I was like, what?
When he was younger, yes, but
Yeah.
now I
Now,
don't.
Max is for sure.
Oh, yes.
He'll come into your room about every 15, 20 minutes. Can I get a hug?
Yeah.
Can I get a hug?
Okay.
Teenagers are
I
just
guess.
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah. They just
Yeah.
want soda
Yeah.
to play basketball.
Yeah.
Quality alone time.
Quality alone time.
Quality
I
alone time.
understand, man. I get it.
Yeah.
That's so sad to
I don't want to
me.
be alone all the time. Not all the time.
He wants to take me hunting. I can see it.
Oh, Lord. I would love to take you hunting.
Oh gosh.
Wow. If I go missing,
no.
No, I think it'd be awesome.
Jeremiah did it. No, I can't. Like that one time I went with Mike, I wanted to scream out like "Run!"
Yeah.
I don't want to go hunting with
Yeah, I
you.
You,
couldn't.
you went
No.
hunting with me one time.
Yes, one time.
Yeah. One time.
And how'd that go?
We didn't see anything.
No.
I talk too much.
She talked a lot. We hadn't been talking that long, though, so we had a lot to talk about.
Oh, nice. It was like a first date, just out in the woods.
First date, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't an awesome first date.
I mean,
No.
I don't think we actually did. We
She
ever
was-
really date?
she was, no, I think we just got married.
I think so too. He just looked at me. You want to get married?
Yeah. Hi,
Sure.
I'm Jeremiah.
Hey, let's do this.
Okay.
I like it.
I like it.
When you know, you know.
You know,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah. And then
so
how'd that
true.
first honeymoon go?
Wonderful.
He got that quality alone time.
Got that alone time.
You don't want that kind of alone time.
Oh my gosh, that's
That is
good.
so funny. Yeah. Well, any final thoughts?
No.
Thought maybe Sissy was going to say hi. You want to say anything?
Okay.
What are you gonna say? No.
It's a lot of pressure.
But I do have some. Does anybody? Do you have anything? Any final thoughts? Any before? No, I do have something that I did. I bought my wife a gift.
You did. I didn't even see you leave.
Yes.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, babe. I bought you a new battery charger for your phone. New charging case. You're welcome.
Nice.
I knew it was coming.
Jamie, you're so lucky.
I know.
Y'all
So
pray
lucky.
for me, please.
Yeah. Well, I'm buying you something. It's totes for all your little electronics.
Yay.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Remember, if you have a special someone out there, just pay attention to what they like and try to do more of that. This has been Almost Brothers Podcast with Michael and Jeremiah. Remember, if you don't have a home church, come check us out at the Lighthouse in Dexter, 8:30 outside under the tent, 10 o'clock inside. We love y'all.